can do a pretty good job of keeping this composition at bay. A lot of short-range threats. You know, the Q on Melio is so powerful.
You were trying to make a positive point about Nong Shim as well, and already that is like untreaded territory, as Gumayusi trying to catch up to Kingen here, and Kingen is very dead. That is going to be a kill going over to Oner. Faker is also dead in the mid lane though, so that first blood will be answered.
And look at all the healing!
As Guliwal going to trap Gumayusi momentarily, as Carrier once again going for the wraparound. Kingen's used to this one by now, but unfortunately doesn't have much of an answer. There is still an army of ghouls that are in position, and they're not going to quite finish this one off, as now Doran trying to keep himself alive, but he'll actually find the kill onto the Trundle. Even if he dies for this, it's still worth it, but he's surviving for so long. And there he is. Kingen is dead. Self into position, finds a cheeky little stun, as we're going to see this from Doran's perspective.
I mean, it's just the counter-strike value so big. You know, they just can't do any damage to him when it's up. Goes for the burst onto Gideon there. And then just the extra resistances from the ult, able to kite it out. Faker comes out of cover.
Man,
beautifully played.
Gorgeous, stayed calm as well.
But,
the bear is going to come on through here, as Faker now has to fight Tibbers and Annie, and unfortunately he's going to lose that 2v1.
That didn't look too difficult.
No, Deathrock is going to get eaten there by Carrier. No door required, but Gideon in position. This is going to be a tough one. This is a massive wave. And so Gideon moving forward, tanking this one up as best he can. Gumayusi wanting to hunt him down though, and Jiwoo is going to be able to pick up the kill. Gets excited, gets out of the way. Carrier still trying to keep them interested here as the Realm Warp to come on forward, and now Jiwoo, oh, the Flame Kick doesn't connect, and so Jiwoo is just going to die. Faker delivered that kill on a silver platter. Because Ono was in a really good position there, but Winter's Bite, that was the one that confirmed it. Yeah. As this turret is actually still going. Kind of crazy that it's on its last legs like this.
I think if the stun hadn't connected, at least would have brought more time. They would have had to commit more.
All right, everyone comes in. Gideon's in position, though, to play defense as the death mark comes down. Jiwoo is just dead, and you iterated this earlier on. It's going to be really difficult for Jiwoo to play the game if Oner is fed, and he's fed.
Yeah, he is very fed, and it's already starting to become a problem. The cleanse wasn't available for the Hens, so once that root connects, Jiwoo just goes down, and you know, your top lane matchup has gone pretty badly. Your AD carry, yes, the Jinx is ahead, but if they just do this to Jinx every single fight, like an Annie isn't enough to solo carry team fights, I'm starting to feel a bit concerned for Nong Shim and the composition.
Yep, having a bit of a worrying time as Doran is just going to kill the Maiden brutally. And that wasn't very nice to watch, as now Calyx is making his way up to avenge.
Q, while he goes in for the ult, that can be a big turning point in a fight, you know?
Super Mega Death Rocket does absolutely nothing. That could be problematic here, but the Winter's Bite will be avoided here by Jiwoo, who's starting to do some damage, but look at this. Yeah, Deathmark, you're dead. And Oner is going to do it again. This is what we were talking about. And the flash forward, he wants another one, and there's the double. Had the shadow prepped and everything. Oh God, every time one of these kills comes in, it just makes the game more and more impossible.
Now on this Jinx, next 5 minutes are going to be hell. I'm just telling you now, Jiwoo, you're not going to have a good time. Oh. You ain't already having a good time. You're going to have a worse time.
Well, Calyx just walked towards Doran. Super Mega Death Rocket connects onto Oner and does nothing at all. That I'm also getting to. Well, they're going to try. They're going to give it their best. As the bear goes down, Doran does eat a fair bit of that CC, but he is going to die in the end.
Okay.
There he goes. Dash cannon to death here by the Annie. And now we've got the stand beside Braum. Jiwoo trying to keep himself alive as Oner gets there on top of the Jinx, but the Melio trying to keep Jiwoo alive. The culling just barely not able to connect in the barrier, keeping him alive, but somehow the Winter's Bite lands, and Lehens gets the kickback that little bit too late. And he will survive. But once again, I mean, T1 are just sending the message. Your Jinx will always die if we want her to die.
I feel like the byproduct is winning the game, but the actual goal is killing Jiwoo. And they're doing a very good job at that. Oh, Gideon's looking.
Well, he's just going to walk into 3 people for now. Kingen trying to make his way over, but Gideon is just dead. And the question of what did he mean by this is on everyone's minds, as Kingen is also dead.
I'd say that's maybe like, what, 7% of Carrier's health?
There we go. That's not nothing. As Carrier once again thrown down an ulti, is Gideon going to have to flash. Deathmark comes in, but Oner is trying to get out of there, and the turret shot is going to follow him. So that is a dead Zed. Nice little rhyme. Felt a bit nice to say as well.
Zed's dead, man. Zed's dead.
Yeah. So that means the Jiwoo is going to be alive for the next 28 seconds.
And that's the sort of punish we can see.
Gideon is not going to be alive for the next 28 seconds. He is in fact dead.
Brother, please.
For 34 seconds. And maybe Jiwoo is not, maybe that was a cast curse. Maybe that's my bad. As Lahen's trying his best. As well, I wonder whether that one's a Jiwoo.
Oh, that's such a trap.
Yeah, Faker is going to find the room prison. The culling is going to get eaten here by Gideon. Another great ult. But the Melio value is gigantic. And this time it's the Zed that goes down. And we do have an excited Jiwoo as well. The zap connects, and now Faker. Can he actually get the AoE? My god, the damage is disgusting, but Guma bites off more than he can chew. And in the meantime, the Yorick is in the bottom lane with the Maiden. Vibes, please, give them to me now.
And they have them in the back. Right now, leaning towards Baron and Anakan both up on the top side.
All right, Carrier going to stand beside. I don't know whether he's exactly the engaged target. There is Doran. He'll find the counter-strike, and all of them are dead. Yeah, T1 gave away their tempo vibes for a few seconds, but said, no, give them back. And there they go. Nong Shim just fall apart. I'm glad we had that moment, though.
When in doubt, Doran. It's that simple. When in doubt, Doran. That stun was just magnificent. You know, the game got a little bit goofy, got a little bit messy. He just comes in and cleans up like that. And now Kingin and Lahen's, I don't think you got it.
They certainly don't. Doran dives in yet again, and they're going to be able to take everything down. These Nexus turrets not going to be long for the world either. As Nong Shim was a valiant effort, it was almost a comeback angle, and then it just wasn't. And at 26 minutes, T1 will take down the Nexus.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.